Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these doodle bookmarks featuring a hadith on knowledge. I took a piece of A4 card, cut it in half, and then cut out 4 centimeter strips for the bookmarks. For the first bookmark, I cut out 2 squares that were 2 centimeters squared from white paper, and then I cut out 2 squares 2.5 centimeters squared from colored paper. I stuck the white squares in the middle of the colored paper squares using some double-sided tape to make frames. I then used a chisel tip pen to write the words Iqra and read on the squares. As you know, Iqra was the first word of the Quran revealed to the Holy Prophet and means read. The word Quran comes from the same root. Next, I drew some bookshelves using a black drawing pen. I drew some lines on each shelf to give it a wooden effect. I then stuck down the 2 frames and started adding some detail, including the frame outlines, lots of books, a plant, a greeting card, and a pencil pot. You can draw whatever you'd like to add to your shelves. I coloured the drawings in using brush tip markers. Then I punched a hole at the top and used different coloured embroidery threads to add a tassel. You could use ribbon if you prefer. For the second card, I stuck down thin strips of coloured paper on the bookmark. I added some washi tape and trimmed the edges. I then wrote out a hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam, which says, "Knowledge is the root of all good," and I added the reference. I used blue, purple, and pink thread for this one. For the third bookmark, I took a rectangle of coloured paper that was slightly smaller than the width of the bookmark. I folded it in half, drew a frame shape, and cut it out. I stuck it down onto the bookmark and started drawing a scroll border around it. I then stuck strips of paper above and below the frame and decorated them with scrolls too. I wrote an Arabic letter in the middle of the frame. This one is Fa because I'm going to give this to someone whose name is Fatima. You can add your own initial instead. I then added a hadith of Imam Ali alayhi salam, "Knowledge is life," and again added the reference. I used purple embroidery thread for the tassel on this one. For the final doodle bookmark, I cut a piece of coloured paper the same width as the bookmark. I then wrote another hadith of Imam Ali alayhi salam on it, which says the perfection of knowledge is action, and of course I added the reference. This hadith is reminding us that we need to act on what we learn. I drew a cloud shape above and below the hadith, cut it out, and stuck it to the bookmark. Then I started doodling around the hadith. This card has the most doodling on it. I drew an open book, a pencil, a pen, note paper, a clapperboard to symbolize action, and a stack of books. And I also drew in some patterns. I decided not to colour in this bookmark and used a bright blue thread for the tassel. And here we have our 4 completed doodle bookmarks. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to increase our knowledge and act on it. Ameen. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.